Welcome to tonight's coaching video, gentlemen. Tonight we are going to be reacting to some before and after photos, specifically of young women who have decided to turn to feminism. So we are going to look at the effects of that. We're going to see what they look like before feminism and what they look like after feminism, just to give everyone an idea, especially other women out there, an idea of what they're getting themselves into and the effects of feminism. Because a lot of people are often told, especially the ladies out there are told that feminism is going to free them from the oppression of marriage, free them from the oppression of having a husband, and it's going to give them unity and make them a better person, strong and empowered. Don't need a man. So we're going to see what these ladies look like. Okay? Before and after. So let's just crack right in here, shall we? So here we have the first young lady. On the left side of me, clearly, when she was much thinner, this was before feminism. She was clearly taking care of herself, eating healthy, watching her diet, taking care of her looks, what she wore, her hair. Generally, a woman taking care of herself is seen as her trying to please men. So this is one of the common ideas of feminism. They don't want you to aesthetically look pleasing because essentially, you're putting a ball and chain on yourself. So you know what? You should look as foul and nasty as possible just to send the message that you're not out there to please men. So here we go to the right side, the right photo here, and we can see what she looks like after feminism. Here, she's no longer taking care of her body, no longer giving two craps about what she puts in her mouth, what she eats. She looks like she hasn't worked out in years since feminism. And she has made sure to uglify her hairstyle here. And she has this quasi-mohawk. And trying to look like Mr. T, but does not look as cool as Mr. T. And you can see how she looks like just probably less than a year later after turning to feminism. So you can see clearly on the left here, she is fit, she is thin, she is in shape, and she has a little bit of a smile, enjoying life. And then on the right side, she looks very angry and upset and wanting to kick people's ass. And she essentially looks like a dude. So far, this is just the first photo, guys. But this is the first woman I don't know, we can't call her a woman, right? She's probably he, she, or a they, them. So this is the first thing that we are going to feature tonight. The first young lady who turned to feminism. She's no longer wearing, you can even notice in her outfit here on the left, she's wearing this nice, looks like a summer style top that's kind of pink and white. And then here on the right, she's wearing a black hoodie. Very Antifa-ish, and look like she's ready to go to a riot wearing a mask, 3 masks. And just look at this. I mean, and I'm just going to use her as a main example before we get into the other ones, but just to give you an idea, this is the start of the effects of feminism. You have her going from this nice-looking young girl here to the left to this trout-mouthed heathen to the right. Yeah. Let's move on to the next slide, shall we? Wow. Okay. Here's yet another before and after feminism photo. Clearly here on the left, this is this young woman before feminism. You see her here wearing a dress. You see her wearing some, looks like some type of flats or dancing shoes, and a little bit stylish. Of course, she's being a little bit gothic here, so That's usually a sign these days that she's on the road to feminism. But clearly on the left, she was wearing, much more girly, wearing this hat and whatnot. And then we go to the right after she's turned to feminism, and she shaved her head, put this satanic symbol on her forehead, and put this bull ring nose hoop through her nostrils here, and now looks like a character out of the movie Hellraiser. She could literally be in the movie Hellraiser. This is something that can literally give you nightmares if you stare at it long enough. So she went from here on the left, before feminism, even though she was a little gothic, but just a decent looking young woman, to a satanic looking devil worshiper. Whew. Yeah, if that doesn't keep you up at night, I don't know what will. All right, let's go on to the next slide, shall we? Okay, let me enlarge this a bit. Here we have this woman here on the left, before feminism, clearly had a nice looking hairstyle here, and dressed somewhat girly. She has the one shoulder, she has her bra strap showing. You can see her with just a very innocent smile, just a normal looking healthy young woman. And then we shoot over here to the right after she found feminism, and she has chopped off all of her hair, of course, because you don't want to be, aesthetically pleasing to men. And she has decided to dye her hair throw up green, and she looks like she's gone a little haywire with the mascara here. She has a tattoo on the left side of her face. Of course, we have to have the all too common feminist bull ring through her nostrils right here. And now she has gone from wearing, essentially light colors in her left photo here, like very, this is common too. A lot of these women will wear very bright colors. Before feminism, they'll wear bright colors, pink, fuchsia, red, orange, you name it. And then once they turn to feminism, it's all black, right? They're just like, they gotta wear all black. I gotta look dark and mysterious, and so you see her here wearing all black, and very sad. Very sad. Let's move on to the next clip. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So here we have this before photo, before feminism, here on the left of, again, a very decent looking young lady, right? A lot of guys, I'm sure a lot of guys back in the day were interested in her. Could have found herself a good man. She was obviously here doing her makeup, had her long hair that is usually very attractive to men, and looks like she was painting her nails. She has her little skateboard in the back. Just looked like a normal, everyday chick you would see at the mall. And then fast forward over here to the right. Once this young lady has found feminism, you see that she, first of all, she's got the all too common nose ring, but instead of a nose ring, maybe she couldn't afford one, she decided to use a paper clip. Not a paper clip, but what do you call those things? Those things that you use in sewing. Why can't I think of the name? But she decided to put this metal thing through her nose. Yeah. So she has some face piercings here. Her hair, she has clearly chopped off all of her hair, all of her beautiful hair. She chopped it all off, which takes a long time to grow out, by the way. So she's chopped that all off. She's decided to go not with throw up green like a lot of feminists do, but she's decided to color her hair the all too common purple and red, looks like. And of course, She is wearing all black here, even though she's wearing some sort of tank top. It's still black. She's decided to get a tattoo over here on her arm. That's also very common. A lot of feminists will tat up their bodies because they don't care what men think. We don't care what you think, how good we look, how bad we look. I don't care. So she tatted up her arm here. I don't know what that says, and I don't care. But the most jarring image that we are getting from her pic here is her sticking her tongue out towards her hairy, gross-ass armpit here. This chick has grown out her armpit hair, as many feminists will do, just to uglify themselves as much as possible so they're not attractive to men. And she has clearly done that. So, and for some reason she thinks that's sexy, or maybe she's just trying to be facetious, but either way, this is absolutely disgusting and repulsive and repugnant, and I don't want to look at it another second. So let's move on to the next clip. Okay. This is sad. This one's really sad, because here you have this sweet-looking girl on the left before feminism. She's got a nice smile, decent teeth, long hair, of course, right? Because before feminism, these girls always have long hair. Because why? Because it's feminine, because it's girly, because naturally that's what girls do, right? Especially young ladies. They want to grow their hair out. They want to have long hair. That's what traditionally, which feminists hate, traditionally young women would do. And fast forward over here to the right, of course, she's got to have the tat. So she added a tat here to her shoulder. She has completely not only chopped off her hair, but she shaved the side of her head over here. Maybe a homage to Britney Spears from 15 years ago when Britney went crazy. So she shaved off half of her head over here, and she doesn't have the bull ring through her nose. It looks like she's still doing her makeup, and she's still doing her nails. All she did really was put this like dog collar choker around her throat here. I don't know why she would do that if she doesn't want to look sexually appealing to men whatsoever, but she's got this like dog collar around her neck. I don't understand the message she's trying to send here, but I think she's somebody who has just found feminism, and she doesn't really understand the fashion faux pas she's making here, but she's on her way. But she is somebody who actually can be turned back, I believe. She's somebody who could actually just grow out the other side of her hair, stop reading the HuffPo, and stop following like Gloria Steinem and all these third wave feminists, and she could probably be turned back fairly easily. It looks like she's starting to put on weight here, but again, she can be turned back, which many feminists commonly do. They'll just start to just pack on the pounds and get fat and gross and gnarly. But she can actually turn back if she wanted to, and I hope she does. I mean, there are a number of women who did turn away from feminism, and I should do a video about that in the future, like some before and after photos of that, of when women turned from feminism back to normal. And I've read a lot of these stories too, and they're very uplifting, of these young ladies who admit they got indoctrinated by the movement and they didn't need feminism, but it just seemed like, oh, that's what I was expected to do, and my life turned dark. I was always angry. I hated myself. I was depressed, and I felt like I was lost. Obviously they became more secular, and then they talk about how they turned back, right, to just being normal, and they found God, they found Jesus Christ, they started looking healthy again, they lost that feminista weight, they grew their hair out, they got into healthy relationships with men, with women, some of them even got married, believe it or not. They got married, had kids, and they're like, oh my gosh, my life is so much better, I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful I was saved, in God's name, Jesus Christ, amen. I mean, these girls just, it was very uplifting to see. So maybe I'll do a coaching video on that in the future, but for now, we got to show these women what what they're headed for with feminism, and this is what they're headed for. But this young woman here, she could be turned back if she really wanted to, to change back. But nobody can do that but her. But she's right now, she's what I call a half vampire. She could still change back. All right, this one, I mean. This one, there's not really much to say here. We have a nerdy-looking, probably lifelong unpopular little girl here on the left before feminism, wearing the glasses. She was already wearing black, and even though she, she looked normal, her hair was normal color or her natural color. Fast forward here, once she turned to feminism, of course, she's got to cut off all the hair, and then. She's got to shave it down to look like a boy, and here looks like she's dyed it 1977 carpet blue, and she's got the nose ring here. At least she didn't put it through her nostrils. It's just a nose ring, and she's wearing her Star Wars R2-D2 shirt. So she's still continuing to be a nerd, even though she's a feminist now, which they technically are nerds, but. She's another one who could be turned back if she really wanted to. She's got to get that dye out of her hair and just grow it out. I mean, and she could look like she was before very easily. So she's another one who could be saved if she wanted to. But the more she goes down this path, the worse it's going to get. At least she hasn't put on weight. Looks like she's lost weight, which is really rare for women who turn to feminism. All right, next clip. This one, I don't even know what to say. I mean, this one, she goes from looking like she's sitting here wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt. She's listening to her whatever it is, her iPad or Walkman, and she didn't have long hair, but whatever hair she did have, she decided to shave it all off. And now we go over here to the right, and of course. She's got the bull ring, the all too common feminist bull ring through the nose, through the nostrils. She cut off all her hair. She's essentially got shorter hair than most dudes. And of course she has to grow out her armpits because she knows that, women, feminists know that really, really turns men off. So, of course they have to do that. So she's grown out her armpits like a dude would, but most dudes aren't even that hairy these days, and just very gross and repulsive looking, and somebody that that could pass for a boy, somebody who could pass for a dude. And the problem with a lot of these feministas too, once they start crossing that line and they start looking like a dude, if they get into a scuffle with a dude, most dudes will not think twice, like, hey, that's a chick. And they will knock that person out and punch that person in the face with all their might if they mouth off or say anything that, is derogatory. They will have no problem, like, kicking this person's ass, not knowing it was a chick. And, of course, she will get her ass kicked if she fights a dude. Okay, next clip here. Not much to say here. She looks very... very cute here before feminism, long hair, makeup. They always have the long hair before feminism, right, guys? And then fast forward, she turns to feminism. Of course, she's got this brand new tattoo, and she's shaved off all of her hair here. She is essentially baldy now. A lot of these feminists, they immediately, once they turn to feminism, they shave off all their hair and become baldies. And for some odd reason, she's not wearing the girly shirt anymore, because you can see here on the left, she was at least trying to be fashionable, where on the right, it looks like she borrowed a shirt from her older brother and turned that into her shirt, but she's still wearing these shorts, and she's clearly got gigantic boobs. I think she's always had those, and she probably just can't hide them. But either way, here's another damaged female after feminism. Okay. Next clip. This is also very common of many feminists. They will become lesbos. So you see here on the left, this chick probably already had some ideas of feminism because she's got the bull ring through her nostrils here. So she was all ready to go. Long hair, of course. She's got this pink crop top here, so she knows she was getting a lot of attention from the men back in the day. She had the big boobs and wearing this pink fuchsia top, highlighting her boobs. And as I said, the long hair. And of course, fast forward, when she turns to feminism, I'm not even sure which demon she is over here, but she is over here making out with another girl, and she's of course got the black nail polish now. They always turn to black. I think this is her on the right. She's now wearing a black top, still wearing a short skirt. She just looks like she went ultra gothic with a taste of feminism, and complete lesbo now with her girlfriend here, and has become essentially full-on satanic. Next clip. Okay. Again, with this, you could tell this chick here before feminism had long hair, and of course, fast forward, she chops it all off. I mean, that's essentially all she's done so far. Of course, also the black attire. She's got to wear all dark black attire, right? I don't know why. A lot of these feminists just get rid of any clothes that have any color to them. They're never going to wear red, blue, fuchsia, pink. They're not going to wear any of these colors ever again. They're just going to go with black everything. So you can see her here on the left looking like a princess. And fast forward to the right, she looks like essentially an Irish construction worker that's about to get into a fight outside of O'Malley's bar. All right, next clip. Okay, not a whole lot to say here. I mean, it's essentially a before and after. I mean, this chick looked like she was, even before feminism, looked like she was on her way. And then here you go after feminism. She's got all these tattoos on her belly, dyed her hair red, and now she went from looking at least feminine, or at least like she looked like a female before feminism, to now looking like a dude, right? Again, a lot of these chicks, they go from looking like a female to looking like a dude. And not only just a dude, but a dude who will probably get his ass kicked at one point, because a lot of these chicks don't realize they've now crossed the line and no longer have that feminine privilege, that female privilege where a guy won't kick their ass, right? Because they look female. So she can get away with talking all sorts of smack to guys and totally get away with that. And they don't realize once they transform into this dude that looks like a dude, and dresses like a dude, guys aren't going to be able to tell the difference. And these chicks, the problem here is they continue to mouth off as if they're still women, right? They continue to mouth off to men as if they're still women, and the guys don't know. They just figure you're another dude trying to talk smack to them, and they'll just punch you in the face. So, okay, next clip here. So here we go. On the left, here's a young lady who looks like an older woman. It looks like she found feminism in her late 30s. But looking feminine on the left, and then on the right, it looks like she just became more trashy. So this chick looks like she just got a bunch of tats on her legs. She's got cellulite. This is just pretty gross. A bunch of tats, cellulite, and looks like she's definitely put on at least 20 pounds here on the right. Next clip. Okay, here we have another woman with long blonde hair that was wearing bright colors, gray shirt. She's got these tribal bracelets here before feminism, and then after feminism, she's turned into this fat, atrocious looking whale. And of course, she's wearing all black. You see the common theme here, guys, right? They go from wearing all these, bright colors to wearing all black and putting on a ton of weight and shaving off all their hair. They all do this. Why do they all do this? I mean, they're trying to act like they're so unique and so different. No, you just look like all the other fat feminists that we see out there that are, pretty abhorrent and repugnant. But, I mean, yeah, this... Can't make this up. All right, next clip. Okay, here we have yet another one. Nice looking young lady on the left here. Very girly, very feminine. Looks like, she's going to be married off one day. Just a very sweet, innocent looking young lady. And then we fast forward to the right. She made sure to get rid of all those girly clothes. Looks like she's wearing her little brother's t-shirts now. And got a little choker neck around her, a little dog collar around her neck here. And she's dyed all of her lovely blonde hair purple, vomit green. No, that's like carpet blue. It's a 1977 carpet blue. A little bit over here on the side is gray, like grandma gray. It's sad, just sad. Next clip. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. So here we have a former hottie before feminism. She was a hottie. Here on the left, you can see her hanging out here at the lake with her long, flowy hair, her gorgeous hair with the curls in it, wearing a white t-shirt, posing. She's clearly posing for the camera, posing for her IG probably, right? Or some hot dude that she was interested in, some Chad. And then we fast forward after feminism and yikes. Well, yikes. Some women can look really hot as women, but once they turn into dudes, they can just look like really ugly dudes. And this is an example of that. You can see this specimen here on the right no longer has the long hair. She made sure to shave that all off, which probably took years to grow out. Shaved it all off, and now she's wearing this dark purple lipstick. She's wearing these gigantic hoop earrings, which usually are common with, and as we say in the red pill community, the bigger the hoops, the bigger the hoe. But it doesn't look like she's sleeping around with many dudes these days. Looks like she's probably, a lot of these feminists become lesbos because they just don't want to give men any benefit of the doubt whatsoever. They don't want to please men in any way, shape, or fashion. So they turn to becoming lesbians, which looks like she has done that. And you can see, too, just the look on the face, right? The look on the face. You see her on the left before feminism. You can see that she's happy, right? She's feeling happy and good about herself. And then on the right here, obviously she's angry and upset about something. I mean, as these feminists commonly are, they teach these girls to constantly, just hate everyone, hate their lives, hate the patriarchy. The patriarchy's so oppressive. So you can see on the left, this chick on the left was clearly being oppressed by the patriarchy. And on the right, she's no longer being oppressed by the patriarchy. I guess that's the message, right? Yikes. Gross. Okay. Next clip. There's not too much of a difference with this chick. She could easily turn back. There are some feminists that can turn right back into a normal person if they wanted to, and she's one of them. I just hope she didn't continue down that dark path. All right, next clip. I mean, this is another one. Even though she can turn back, I mean, she hasn't done too much damage to herself. I mean, she's essentially just ruined her hair a little bit, but her hair wasn't that long to begin with. But you can see here on the left, clearly she is definitely more feminine looking, more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. And then on the right here, she's chopped it all off. She's dyed her hair jet black. I don't know why she would do that. And she looks like she's wearing her great grandmother's sweater that is probably no longer alive. So, yeah, just very, very hard to watch these women do this to themselves. Okay, here we go again. Here is a young lady on the left before feminism. Very sweet looking. They always have this sweet look, you know, very girly look on their faces, smiling and whatnot, long hair. And then on the right, fast forward, of course, got to chop off all the hair. At least she didn't dye it like purple or gold. I mean, purple or like blue or anything like that. She dyed it kind of like golden blonde. And she's got the black nail polish here, and essentially posing now like a man or like a dude would, a cocky dude. So essentially went from looking like this cute little girl to this to looking like a dude. And she has obviously put on weight here on the right. You can see her, she was much thinner. Her frame was much thinner here on the left, and now she's much fatter. All right, next clip. Yikes. Once again. Here we go. Here we look at this lovely young woman on the left. Clearly, she's wearing a red dress here. Looks like this might have been taken at prom. Red lipstick. She does have the bull ring through her nose already. So again, usually that's a sign, fellas, that these chicks are on their way to becoming full-on feminism. Taking it on full, becoming a feminist. So she already has that bull ring through her nose. And then, of course, fast forward to when she became a feminist here. She buzzed off all of her hair. And still has the bull ring through the nose. And now is making some sexualized gesture with her tongue. Although she no longer has the looks to pull this off. This is just now very distasteful and inappropriate and frightful looking. And yet another female, cute female, that once she turned to feminism became an ugly dude. She essentially looks like a dude here, and can easily get her ass kicked like a dude. I would not feel sorry for these chicks if they find themselves in that situation. Man, guys, this is really depressing to look at. I mean, you can see her hair on the left, long hair. She already looked a little lost. Also, another sign that these girls will eventually turn to feminism, or they're starting to make their way towards it, is they stop wearing makeup. So, because they don't want to be, attractive to men anymore. So, they'll stop wearing makeup, as you see here. And on the right, it looks like she started wearing makeup, which is funny. But, of course, she had to shave off all of her hair and go completely almost bald here. Looks like it's growing out. But she did make sure to grow out her armpit hairs, as they commonly do. Looking very reprehensible and atrocious. And making sure to gross you out, so that if you even look her way, she will flash her armpit hair at you. Okay, here we have another one who's gone Britney Spears. So that's another thing that these women who are kind of not understanding the entirety of what feminism entails, they're still kind of lost in it. Instead of dyeing their hair purple or green, they will just shave half of their head off, Britney style. And you can see here, this chick essentially just cut off all her hair and shaved part of it, and she just and then she shaved off part of her eyebrow here. So she was looking for any ways. Looks like she did this in essentially 5 minutes in the afternoon. She was decided she was going to turn into a feminist one afternoon, and she just grabbed her father's clippers and shaved off half of her head. She was like, no, I still look feminine. Let me shave off half of my eyebrow. And she went ahead and did that. She has the double nose piercings over here. I'm surprised she just didn't do it through her nostrils. And she is looking very proud of how she has made herself just more ugly. She's just uglified herself. Okay, here's another one. Looking very cute and alluring here on the left. It's got a cat. Alluring here on the left. And we fast forward to the right here, and she is looking very grotesque, gruesome, and dare I say beastly. She's grown out her armpit hair, as they commonly do once they find feminism. She has made sure to tat up every area of her body, by the way. Her arms are all tatted up. She even has some sort of writing here on her forehead. Of course, she had to shave off all of her hair. You can see here on the left, she once had lovely hair, and now it's this boyish crew cut. And looks like she's tatted up her entire body. I mean, just looking at these photos, guys, I don't know how these chicks can possibly sit there and think to themselves that they are now more free and no longer oppressed now that they found feminism. I mean, if you look up images of hell on Google and you just look up at like what hell looks like, you'll see a lot of images of a lot of these creatures on the right that we've been looking at tonight. Oh my goodness, man. Oh boy, guys, take a look. So here we have this the before feminism photo here on the left, wearing her dress, and very thin, very petite. Clearly she was eating healthy, eating her vegetables, eating her fruits. And then fast forward to when she found feminism, she has ballooned into a gigantic blob where now her boobies have kind of conflated into her fat, and she has probably put on, I'm guessing, close to 200 pounds. I kid you not. 200 pounds heavier. She has made sure to get the bull ring through the nose. She has gone with this black lipstick. It looks like it's black and deep green. Very fashionable. And, of course, shaved off all of her hair and went with the purple. That's very common, purple hair feminist. And is straight up looking like a dude. I am surprised she's even wearing these crop tops. I mean, now she must be shopping at Lane Bryant these days. But I'm surprised she just doesn't wear, like, you know, go full feminist, man. Wear some army clothes, wear some camouflage, you know. Go down to your army surplus store and start wearing that stuff if you want to go full feminista. But this is very atrocious and horrid to look at. Yeah, this is probably one of the I mean, they've all been bad, right? All of these transformations have been bad, but this is really bad. I mean, because it's just so sad. It's just so sad, fellas. I mean, look at how thin she was over here, and she could have found herself a nice man, and she could have had a nice life, a fulfilling life. She could have been happy, and I mean, now look at her. I mean, this is just hopeless. This is just hopeless. You know, and I mean, there's a reason why the studies show that these women have become more and more depressed since the start of feminism in the 60s. Women are more depressed than ever before. They're on antidepressants more than ever before. They're seeing therapists more than ever before. And yeah, it's just, you know, it's just unfortunate to see that what these what these once young ladies have done to themselves because of an ideology that is clearly, being they're being brainwashed by from the left. It's sad. All right, here we go again. You have a young woman here on the left who essentially turned into a bald, gangbang-looking, disgusting, just repulsive-looking dude. I mean, what is there to say? Okay, we all knew who that is. That's Maddow. Look at Rachel Maddow before feminism. She had long blonde hair. She was even wearing the pearls. Very traditional looking. And then fast forward, she's essentially looking like Anderson Cooper's brother. All right. Here we go. Here's more of the feminist weight gain. It's almost required that they put on weight, guys, just so you don't even ever look twice at them or ever dare to think to catcall them. So here on the left, you can see her with. She is clearly fit here on the left before feminism. She's already wearing these kind of funky socks that. Those are the things you want to look for in these girls that, at some point they're going to turn into feminists. Is they start dressing Gothic or they start dressing like they're out of a movie like Nightmare Before Christmas. And if they do like that movie, if that's one of their favorite movies, that's usually a sign as well that they're going to be turning to feminism. So you can see her hair. Still, she's fit. She's got her long hair. She looks normal. Probably no problem attracting dudes. And then we see her transformation here into the middle. She starts playing video games, wearing these funky leotards, and shaved off her half of her head here in Britney Spears fashion. The other side is green. She's wearing a dog collar choker neck, and she essentially, to the right, I guess that's the last photo, she's essentially become a fat, obese looking incel. She went from looking like a decent looking woman to looking like a fat incel that lives in his mom's basement. She literally looks like a guy here. Not only just a guy, but a fat guy, like an incel dude, wearing these, her belly's sticking out. She's wearing this video gamer shirt. This is the freedom you'll experience if you become a feminist, ladies. Okay, here's another one. Before feminism and after feminism. I mean, it essentially just looks like this chick became a punk rocker, but nowadays that just means you're a feminist. Yet another one. We can keep going on this. I think we have a few more to look at. Yet another one. Got the bull ring through the nose. Classic. That's so different. I'm so different. I'm a feminist now. Bald head. Oh my gosh, guys. This one's actually sad as well. As many of these have been, right? But you see on the left, this is a cute girl, right? On the left. She's a cute girl, nice smile, great hair, nice fashion sense here, and just looks like she would be a good girl. And then she found feminism and turned into an ugly dude, as I've often said. Got the bull ring through the nose. She has turned her hair into a mop. Maybe her janitor is doing her styling for her now. And has put on a few pounds. Yeah, very, very unfortunate. All right. I swear, man. It really is like the movie Hellraiser, where these chicks go from being normal to opening Pandora's box and then looking like they have turned to devil worshipping. This is just unreal. Okay, next clip. I think we have a few more here. yet again, we have a young lady here who went from looking like a young lady to looking like an ugly boy, but with green hair. Okay. Here we go again. Red hair. She's not attractive, but at least you could tell if you walk down the street this was a girl. And then she slowly turns into the Thing. I mean, it's just like a horror movie. I mean, this is literally, these chicks turn themselves into Fright Night. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. So, you can see here, before feminism, this woman here with her nice feminine look, and as I've said, they turn into ugly little boys, gross looking boys. She's got the red eyeglasses here, the giant, look like lampshade earrings. Looks like something you would, or yeah, it looks like light bulb earrings. And made sure she got rid of all of her makeup, and wearing this black hoodie. She probably couldn't get an all black hoodie, so she's just found the next closest thing. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. These chicks are just so ridiculous, man. They just completely just destroy themselves. It's so, I mean, and that's you know, at the end of the day, that's what feminism does to you. It's the most self-destructive thing you could do to yourself. You know, they used to say, they used to have this saying in the 80s, like, or this commercial in the 80s, like, this is your brain on drugs, and they would show, like, an egg frying in a pan. Well, this is your brain on feminism. Look at this. Look at this cute chick. I mean, before feminism. Long hair, nice smile. She looks like she wants to, like, become a photographer or something. And then on the right, she shaves off all that nice hair. Looks like she's part of... what is that gang? MS-13. And got the bull ring through the nose. She's smoking a joint. And looking like somebody who wants to get into a fight. Right? Oh my gosh. The last photo, guys. Here we go. We're going to end on a doozy here. This is the last photo that I got to share with you before and after feminism. This is just striking, right? She went from looking like a healthy, beautiful young woman into a serial killer. I mean, this creature on the right, this thing, looks like a serial killer. She's got the gang tats. I mean, she literally has a tattoo on her neck now. And, of course, no more of this long, flowing, beautiful hair. No more of this girly attire outfits. Now it's just looking like she works at... works at some army surplus store, really. I mean, many of them end up looking like that. Yeah, this is just so unfortunate. I mean, I'm just beyond words at this point. I'm just speechless. I mean, what else is there to say? This is what feminism does to you. Yes, that's Cash snoring. I don't want Cash to have nightmares looking at this. I mean, this is just beyond words. But this is what feminists want. I mean, they want these chicks to look frightful and displeasing, right? They don't want any type of attractiveness in them whatsoever, because they don't want those men catcalling anymore. I'm tired of men looking at me. I'm tired of men checking me out. Don't worry, nobody's going to be checking you out ever again. You've destroyed your life, you know, and I'm just going to end on this one just because it's so stomach turning. Lose my appetite looking at this. Regardless, guys, let me know what you think of these before and after photos that I shared with you in tonight's coaching video. I know they're very, very hard to look at, right? It's not easy. But drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video and anything you have to add here, anything you want to share, drop them in the comments below. I always love to see you guys in my comments. Always love to read them. And drop those comments below. This was just very sad and very disheartening to watch. But you ladies, hey man, feminism, ooh, I'm going to be so free. Women, empowerment, strong, empowered, independent. I don't need a man. I don't need a family. I don't need a husband. Here you go. Here's your future. Here's your future, ladies. There you go. As always, guys, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and smash that notification bell for me as well. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. So smash all three of them. And, of course, if you love my red pill content I'm teaching you guys, if you feel I'm awakening you to the truth, if I'm adding value to your lives, best way to support my work is to jump into 7 months of mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, women who have not turned to feminism, women who are not over the age of 30, women who are not single moms or 3 times divorced, but very traditional, attractive young women, right? Type of women you would not see in tonight's photos. Okay, the type of women that are getting harder and harder to find. I teach you how to find these girls, how to cold approach them. I don't teach you how to find them on the dating apps. That's for chodes, right? That's for losers. I teach you how to go out there and actually cold approach these chicks, which is becoming a very lost art form, by the way. I'm like one of the last remaining pickup artists, one of the top 10 pickup artists in the world. So you're going to be learning from one of the best out there. Okay, I've been around long, even before Mystery, and I've gamed with Mystery's wingmen, and as part of that VH1, helped out with that show, the VH1, the pickup artist. So I have a lot of experience, and you're going to get a ton of value from it. So jump into 7 months of mastery. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out. We're out. Me and Cash are out. Until next time.